fingers and toes and scatter them around in the water. Might all have to take a lot of time searching for them, and then we can escape. Cool? Cool.
Good luck with that, Mary.
Master, come back! Ah!
And so they made it back with the fleece. Jason became king, married Medea, and they lived happily ever after. Well, maybe not so happily ever after.
You can read about it in the play by Euripides called Medea.
I bet that's fun.
You know what? I had an idea. Let's show the audience that one, and then we can let them go take a break.
Do we have to?
It's actually required by law.
Dang it.
But to keep things interesting, we're gonna do this as a mime.
Score!
Let's get this show on the road. You ready, guys? How about you, actors? Are you ready?
Well, while they figure out how to tie up their togas, let's examine the purpose of these myths. Why were they telling them?
They were told to promote a male-dominated hierarchy where women could be subjugated and controlled.
You and your crazy feminist stuff. Nope, these were bedtime stories.
Bedtime stories.
Exactly. And when you wanted your kids to go to sleep and not talk back, you told them a story like this one, The Myth of Linus. Oh, hey, kids.
Oh, Papa, please tell us the story.
Please, sir.
All right, what would you like to hear about?
I'd like to hear about Hercules, please. And I want to hear about Zeus and his track shirts again, Papa.
No. We have a special story for you tonight.
Oh, I love special stories.
The Myth of Linus.
That kid from Peanuts?
You're ruining the magic. Stop it. Now, children, Linus was a music teacher.
Oh, how wonderful.
I like this story.
And Linus had one very special student, Hercules.
Oh, Hercules. Hercules is ever so wonderful.
Well, you see, kids, Hercules was very, very strong. But,
You're not a very good musician.
well, he didn't like to be criticized, so he killed him. The end. Go to bed, kids.
Perhaps Mommy ought to read you a bedtime story.
Oh, please do, Mama.
I love bedtime stories ever so much.
I want to hear about the Minotaur.
And I want to hear about a hybrid monster. Well, we have a special story for you tonight, children.
Does it have a hybrid monster in it?
No, this is the story of Maurices.
Never heard of him.
And one day, he discovered a banjo. And he was an excellent banjo player.
Oh, boy. Can I be a banjoist?
If you pronounce it banjoist, everyone will laugh at you. It's banjo player.
Oh.
Don't worry, no one expects much of you anyways.
Okay. Can I be a banjo player, Mama?
Of course, darling. Now, Maurices played his banjo, and he strummed his banjo, and he was so wonderful that he challenged the god Apollo to a banjo playing competition. Apollo one, dear. He's a god. Don't be stupid. And as punishment for his impertinence, he killed him. Actually, children, he didn't kill him. He flayed him alive.
Banana!
Go to bed.
That's all right, kids. Daddy has another story for you tonight.
I think we're just going to go to bed now.
Yeah.
Good. So, in conclusion, most bedtime stories ended with the phrase, "and so he was killed." The Greeks were a horribly traumatized people.
And you know, speaking of horrible, horrible trauma, there once was an inventor, and his name was Daedalus. And Daedalus invented things, like his...
My time machine!
No.
Yes! Now I shall unlock the mysteries of the atom, the very secrets of the universe at my command. I shall use this tip!
There's someone here to see you!
I'm not taking any visitors. Woman,
Don't you woman me. It was his wife, and her name was Sue.
Sue, I told you I was busy.
Now, as we learned previously, women were a curse upon
Stop. Get off of the stage.
I'm
now.
just going by the
No.
story.
Can I tell just one myth without you interrupting?
All right. Probably won't be as good since you're inherently inferior.
So anyways, where was I? Oh yes, his wife, Sue.
I can't live like this anymore. Every night you're in your little office doing Zeus knows what, building things, inventing things.
I invented the clockwork
I don't
owl.
care anymore. Where's the man I married? The man with a strong chin and gentle fingers and a fake Italian accent. Where did he go? What about your family? When was the last time you talked your son, huh?
Whoa, we have a son?
He's 15 years old.
Well, send him on down. I could use an assistant in the lab since the hunchback.
He's not working for you anymore. He's staying with me and focusing on needlepoint, manly pursuits. Except for the needlepoint thing. It's kind of girly, but he's really confused. So never mind about him. He's had to live without a father. What do you expect out of him?
I wasn't saying anything. Set little Junior down.
Do you even remember his name?
I didn't even know he existed. How am I supposed to know his name? Jeez, listen to yourself, honey. Look, I know things haven't gone exactly according to plan, but that's because, deep down, I care a lot more about my inventions than I do about your little...
Icarus.
Icarus? Bet he gets made fun of at school. There's Icarus! Oh, I never would have named him that. But my point is, sweetheart, is that your expectations for me are simply too high. If you just lowered them way down, we'd have a great marriage. What do you say?
What?
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 What do you mean, what?
Are you even listening to me anymore?
I don't know.
Oh my god,
The king's here to see you.
Greetings, loyal subjects!
Your Majesty.
Rise, peasant scum!
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I have come for the inventor, Daedalus.
It is I, Your Majesty.
Groovy.
How can I help you today?
Well, funny story. Woman, can you go get me some tea? Thanks. Nice wife. Good haunches.
Who?
That girl, what's her name? Not important. Anywho, I have a tiny little problem. Let's say, for the sake of an argument, that there's an imaginary king who has an imaginary queen who's given birth to an imaginary child, and the child is a bit, the word I want to use here is monstrous.
A monstrous child, you say?
Bingo.
Is he a sea monster or a land monster?
He's half human, half bull.
Call that more of an abomination than a monster.
Oh no, he's a monster. I checked. We named him the Minotaur, and he's quite terrible. All he does is slay down peasants. I never should have gotten him that axe for his 5th birthday. I have a hard time saying no. He's just so cute with the ring through his nose and eating the peasants. Are you a father?
I'm not sure.
Most rewarding thing you can ever do. So, I want you to imprison my son for all eternity.
Like a giant play area kind of thing.
Yeah, except with more
Oh, I
spikes.
know. Poisonous frogs on every wall. Radioactive poisonous frogs.
That sounds good.
With laser beams! And you can attach helicopter blades to their backs so they can fly!
Something like that. Let your imagination run wild.
Mutant radioactive?
Just get it done.
And what, may I ask, is my payment?
Sorry, can't hear you.
Payment.
What?
Money.
Sorry?
What am I getting paid?
You're breaking up.
I'm right here.
Some kind of interference or something. Darn cell phones.
Jerk!
So, bending the powers of space and time and utilizing his brilliant mind, Daedalus created
It's alive!
A big maze.
A big maze!
but he got himself into a tiny little predicament.
He built it around himself.
Hey, do you know how to get out of this thing? No? Shoot.
You see, he was academically gifted, but not very street smart. It happens, right, Sarah?
Huh?
Exactly. I guess you could call him a Greek geek.
Anyways, after 2 years, Daedalus finally made it out alive.
Honey, I'm home!
Oh, you.
Strangest thing. I was building this labyrinth for the king and, funny story, I gotta say, who's that?
Honey, this is Bob.
What's up?
Hi.
Oh, God, this is awkward. Oh, no, it's not. I've left you.
For who?
For Bob.
What's up?
For Bob?
What's up?
Stop saying that.
Dude.
This is... What is...
Honey, Bob is a sensitive man. And he's also very, very, very stupid.
What's up?
And I find that attractive.
So that's it, huh? After all those years, I pretended to care about your feelings and all that garbage. You just up and leave me for this guy?
Dude, chill.
Never! Fine, I'm taking Junior.
Icarus.
Whatever.
So, Daedalus employed his son Icarus as an assistant in his lab.
Come here, boy.
Icarus.
Whatever. Listen, I have an idea. It's so crazy, it just might work.
What are we gonna do?
Stop asking questions. Just sit there and try not to feel any pain. Fine, if you must know, I'm going to saw off your feet and attach duck flippers to them.
I don't want duck flippers.
What kind of boy are you? Back in my day, everyone wanted duck flippers. You could splash around in them. Fine. I'm gonna drill a hole in your head for a whale spout.
No, thank you.
Replace your nose with an elephant trunk. Attach deer antlers to your head. A tail?
No, no, and no.
I just don't understand kids today. Okay, fine. How about wings?
Wings?
You know, those things that birds have?
Yeah, I know. Wings sound great.
Excellent. Now I'm going to have to take your arms off.
Why?
Because it's more fun for me that way. Okay, fine. I'll just attach them to your shoulder blades. Is that better for you, little wuss?
Yes, it is.
So, Daedalus decided to make a pair of wings out of wax.
Dad, you sure it's a good idea to make them out of wax?
Shut up.
So Daedalus made a pair of wings out of wax and attached them to his son Icarus.
I can fly!
All right, boy, fly.
I can fly!
Huh. Wax. Maybe that wasn't my best idea. Oh well.
No, it wasn't his best idea because the sun was really hot that day.
I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my... Oh crap! They're melting!
Yeah, he shouldn't have flown higher than an eagle.
So, as I'm falling to my impending and rather messy death, I'd like to explore one of the themes of tonight's play. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Isn't the theme of tonight's show that women are responsible for everything wrong in the world? And you're right. That's a pretty powerful theme in Greek mythology. But there's another one. And this one I'd like to call Know Your Place. Now, if you look at my wings, they're a symbol. Let's call them man's dreams. And the sun, well, let's call that the unyielding, uncaring steamroller of reality. Now, I'm up here, it's beautiful, I'm flying, blah, blah, blah. Hey, look at me, Dad! And I come in contact with the unyielding, uncaring steamroller of reality. Bam! No more dreams, I fall to my death. So, the lesson to take from all this? Don't try for too much in life.
Huh. I can't help feeling I'm partially responsible for that. Oh well.
Wow. pretty bleak.
The best myths are. What you gonna do?
So to take our minds off that, it's time for the game show portion of the show. Destroy all monsters.
Woohoo!
In this section, we the actors will test you, the audience's ability to identify with the monsters popular in Greek mythology, using only your brains.
Only your ears.
Only the ear portion of your brains. Now for this part, we're gonna need a volunteer from the audience.
Oh, right here. Right
Anyone?
here. Are you blind or something?
You
right
don't
here.
have to be attracted to get
Hello?
on the stage. Don't worry.
Hi.
Anyone?
Hey.
Anyone else
Are you
wanna come up
dumb?
on the
Hey, right here.
All right, fine.
Here.
What's your name?
Cassie.
Let's hear it for Cassie, everyone. Now let me explain the game.
Destroy all monsters.
Yes, that's the name of the game. Thank you.
Destroy all monsters.
Our actors are going to make the sound of a famous Greek monster, and you have to guess it. It's simple. A child could do it.
All right.
You might be able to handle it.
But to make things a little more difficult, we're going to blindfold you, and we're going to put you in a soundproof booth.
Wait, if she's blindfolded and in a soundproof booth, how is she supposed to name the monster?
I think it's a little late to be bringing up problems now. All right, we'll do a sample round to start with. Ready, actors? Okay, and name this monster. What was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wrong answer. That was Argos, the 100-eyed monstrosity that watched over Zeus's mistress, Io, and was eventually slain by Hermes and had his eyeballs sucked out and placed on the feathers of a peacock. Come on, these are easy.
I've never even heard of that.
You are going to do very well at this game. Now, because we're a federally mandated show, we are going to prove that simply increasing the stakes of the test will automatically improve scores.
It's amazing how this goes. Your tax dollars at work.
So, if you're incorrect, the monster will appear and eat you.
What?
I mean, they're not actually going to eat you.
All right.
It's just a poison that's injected into you that gives you the appearance of death. Then, after you're buried, you can be brought back as a zombie. No worries. Take her away. Now that she's gone, audience, we're going to do something a little different. You're going to be one of our monsters, the Chimera. Now, the Chimera, as you all
Isn't
know...
it pronounced Shimmer?
Shut up. You've got 3 heads, okay? This section over here, you're going to be my dragon head. So when I point to you, roar. Roar. Good. This middle section here, you're going to be my goat head. You're the lame section of the monster. When I point to you, bah.
That's a sheep.
Goats. What noise does a goat make?
Well, can someone help us out here? Does anyone know what noise the goat would make?
Let's go with bleat. Yeah. So when I point to you, bleat. Bleat. Good. Now this third section over here, you're going to be my lion head. So when I point to you, roar. Good.
2 of the heads make the same sound.
I failed to see your point.
You can't have 2 of the heads make the same sound. That's stupid.
You're stupid. If you're so smart, what noise should the dragon head make?
I don't know. How about
Not so smart now, are you?
how about they just say dragon then?
Okay, we'll go with that. So when I point to you over here, say dragon.
Lame.
Just go with it, okay? Let's bring our contestant back out here. Can you see anything?
See what?
Can you see anything now? Perfect.
Are you ready for monster number 1?
Yeah.
All right, go, actors! Name that monster!
The Hydra?
Did you say the Hydra?
Yeah.
That's actually right. That's actually right.
All right, time for monster number 2. Ready?
Yeah.
Want to hear it again? Want to It's pronounced chimera.
Whatever. Ready for monster number 3?
Yeah, come on.
Go, actors! Name that monster!
I don't know.
Ooh, wrong answer. You should have said Mothra.
Isn't that from Godzilla?
Nope. Mothra was a giant moth that ate the world around 600 BC. Sound you heard was its echolocation, sonic boom. Now, since you failed the test, you're going to be punished.
What?
Yep.
Let's go.
Anyone else want to play? No? Okay.
Well, that brings us to the most beautiful love story of all time.
Which, because this is Greek, ends in horrible, horrible death.
Happily.
Happily, in horrible, horrible death.
Now, I'm sure you remember this guy from before. He's Orpheus. He's sensitive. He's into music. He's a little emo. But that's okay, because a girl could really go for something like that. He's got magical powers. Everything you'd want in a guy.
Yeah, he's not immortal, though.
Except for that.
I thought I was immortal.
Nope, demigods aren't immortal.
Except for me! Booyah!
Hercules sucks.
I hate to break this to you, Orpheus, but you're a demigod. A lesser god, if you will. A god that showed up because your dad was mixing it up with the mortals, if you know what I mean.
This is why I'm depressed. My father was never there for me when I was growing up. All I have is my music. My music and dark clothing.
Until one day, a new girl moved into town, and her name was Eurydice.
So, I'm new in town.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
If I was a man, dying in the desert, with 1,000 suns burning down upon my back, I would trade a cool lake of water for 1 second to gaze upon you.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later then.
But, like every great love story, they had one little problem. In this case, his father Apollo.
Why were you hanging out with that mortal girl?
Why do you care?
I just want what's best for you. I found this great muse for you. She's spunky. She's a little punk. I know you like that kind of thing.
Stay out of my love life.
Hey, hey! I am your father.
You know, you're not my father. You're just some jerk who shows up every once in a while, then goes back to being the son. Well, I hate you, got it?
Hey, you're going through a phase right now. Like the moon.
Shut up. Just shut up. I'm gonna go write my journal.
Do it outside. You need a tan.
Never.
So the next day...
Hey, Orpheus.
Hey,
What are you doing tonight?
I'm going to fall asleep so that I might have the possibility to dream of your touch upon my skin. And the chance, however slight, that you might love me in the cool darkness of the night.
I'm going to the movies. You want to come along?
Yeah, sure.
Go.
Son! I know you're infatuated with this mortal girl right now.
You don't know anything about it.
It's something we all do. But what happens when she gets old? She's gonna be all gross and wrinkly like some kind of raisin. Alright? People are gonna look at you and be like, ew, what are you doing out with your grandmother? Gods aren't like people, boy.
I'm not a god either, am I? I'm just a demigod.
But you're still gonna live for 1,000 years. Look, take a page out of Zeus's glorious little book. Find a mortal girl, have a little fun, and then leave. You can't fall in love with mortal sun. I forbid it.
What are you gonna do about it?
I'm god of the sun, right? Let's say you're walking to the store with what's her face?
Eurydice.
Your idiocy? That's her name?
I think it's a beautiful name.
Anyway, whatever. So you're walking to the store with the idiot girl, and she looks up at the sun and, oh boy, drops on her face and burns her to a crisp. Okay? She's beautiful 1 minute. The next minute, she's a smoking hole in the ground, okay? Ew.
I love her, Dad. Maybe you can't understand that.
You're grounded.
What? This is so unfair.
You think I'm being unfair? My dad, when he was 3 days old, Grandpa ate him. He spent the first 900 years of his life digesting in a pool of stomach acid, okay? He smelled like broccoli for weeks, okay? Don't tell me I'm being unfair. I could tie you up and have birds eat your liver every day, okay? So don't talk back to me. Ugh!
Hey, Orpheus.
When springtime comes.
Hold up. My dad says I can't be with you anymore.
What?
Well, apparently he had a dream where the sun ate our house, and took that as a bad sign. So, we're gonna have to break up.
No, you can't do this.
I'm sorry. We're just too different.
I love you. No.
I have to go, Orphe.
So, he did what any immensely poetical guy would do.
If only you knew I really do love you, Orpheus. If only... What's that?
I love you too.
Who cares what our parents
Let's
say?
get married right here.
Sweet.
So they got married, but as Eurydice went to cut the cake, she was bit by a snake and died.